Hello guys, welcome to Tutorialspoint. This video will be focusing on the checkbox. In the last one we saw about radio button and very similar on similar lines we have a checkbox. You might have seen a checkbox like this on e-commerce sites when you are shopping that which operating system you want to show in the list. So here also we have two options, either to select it or to deselect it. Also we can choose that is the by default value of the checkbox selected or not. So if this is a checkbox, I can select it or I can deselect it. Now, similar to the radio button functions like is selected, all of these functions are also applicable to checkbox. Now let's see these functions one by one. So if in case I want to check, to check a button or to check a box or to select a value of a box, I use the click method. If in case I have to check if this particular checkbox is selected or not, I use the isSelected method. This method returns me either true or false value, which is a Boolean type of value in Java. And if in case I have to get the value of a particular checkbox, like by the name of the checkbox, like whatever, what is typed in the checkbox, like here it was Android and iPhone. On similar lines, if you want, we can have get attribute value method. This method allows us to choose whatever text has been written in the checkbox. So this was all about checkbox. Checkbox is quite similar to radio button, not much of a difference. Now let's quickly go to our screens in Eclipse and see the working of checkbox.
So guys, now welcome back again. Now, like as we have already seen and gone through about the checkbox and how we work on checkbox. Checkbox forms one of the very basic and important utilities for a particular form or for a particular test automation testing. So now let's get started with it. So the very first step is to open up your Eclipse. In the Eclipse, we have to create a new project as checkbox demo, right? Now in this project under the src folder, let's create a new class. Let's name this class as say checkbox demo, right? And this one we would be we need to also have a package for it, right? Let me choose package. Okay, we are having only the default package. Okay, so like now coming back, let me create the class as checkbox example, and I am having this as I need to create a method, the main method wherein I would be starting my work, right? So I click on finish. So here's my checkbox example available, and in this checkbox example I would be starting up with my very first basic step. The basic step is to set the property for the driver, that is WebDriver dot gecko driver. WebDriver.gecko.driver, and here we are passing it as gecko driver. This gecko driver that we are passing over here is the path of the gecko driver. Like since I am using a Mac and my system is having the gecko driver right there in the project location, so that's why I don't need it, to mention the explicit path. But you might need to, use the path that you are having or referencing over here. Then after this, we make the new object of the WebDriver class. The WebDriver, we make it as driver, and we call it as the Merontic driver. Then it's giving an error because we need to import the WebDriver. Yes, now after this we need to get the URL, right? So now let's quickly see, like over in our Mozilla itself, that which URL we plan to open up. So we would go to our own URL, that is the Selenium automation practice one. So now like this profession is a multi-select. This flavors of Selenium, this is also a multi-select, right? So we would be, we would be first of all using this flavors itself, right? Now let's see, like what all or what all identifiers or locators we can use for the flavors. So I say inspect element. So it has given up me the developer option, and in the developer option it is giving me the name of this input as tool and the value is RC, right? The type is checkbox. Let me see, is the name common? Yes, the name remains same. So what I'll do is first of all, I'll copy this URL directly. You can choose to copy, to go to the exact URL, or can navigate the URL from the starting. And here, now, now I would be needing the list of elements. What type of elements I would be using? I would be using the type as web element. Why? Because here, we are not having one element, but a certain group of elements, right? So now let me name this as flavor. Since, the name of the checkbox was flavors of Selenium, right? So I write driver dot find elements by dot name, and here I'm passing the name. Oh, I need to copy the name first. Yes. So here my name, the tool has been copied, and I am good. Now what I'll do is, now first, so let me find the length or the size of this particular list. How do I find it? Using the size function. Now if you want, let us print this also to, to just verify and check that what is the size of this particular this particular list, that is web element whose name is flavor. Now after this, what we will do is we can check, like, okay, like if we have any, set value or something like that. So now let us select some value, right? So what I'll do is I'll simply select a value, that is flavor dot. How do we do that? We first get to the index, and I will select the 0th index, and I'll say dot click. This should actually select the very first yes, the very first position or very first element in the list, that is tools, right? So now let's play this once and see how it behaves. So the browser is getting started. Yes, the browser has started. So if you look at it carefully, RC has been selected, right? Now, what we will do is we will select another value and see the three, the total number of elements, the total size has also been printed. Now, what I'll do is I'll also, whatever element is selected, I'll print the text of this particular element, or I can also do is I can, iterate over and print all the elements that are selected into this particular list. So for that, what I need is I need to first iterate, on what? I need to iterate over collection. So the collection is flavor, and I'm iterating it. I'm, checking that, is it having the next element, right? So here what I do is I choose web element dot get attribute, and I'll get the value. What should it return? It should return the values of all the web elements, which are having the name as tool and are present in the list, whose name is flavor. Now let me run and see, how it behaves. For those who are, who are new to Java and don't have understanding about this, this is a for loop. What we are doing is we are first, initializing the iterator over the flavor, and then we are checking that if it is having the next element, then keep on continuing. This has next would return a boolean value for us, right? And here what we are doing is, we are iterating in the iterator, we are iterating to the next element and are typecasting this element to web element, and this is accessed by this particular web element. We missed something over here, I think. Yeah, we are getting the attribute, right? Yeah. Let us see if this works. No, I don't think it has worked. RC is selected, but the value is not coming up. Or else, okay, in spite of doing it this way, what we can do is we can directly pass flavor So now what it will do is it will get the attribute, that is the value attribute for a particular element we are passing, and we are actually initializing the I over here int I equal to 0 and are defining as after this one as I plus plus. Now let's see if it runs and gives us the desired or expected result that we are expecting out of this execution. So it has run, it should, yeah, ideally it should have opened, and even it has opened up the instance of the Firefox. RC is selected. 3 is there, but it has not returned the value attribute. Why? So now, yes, obviously it should not print anything because we have not given that yes, we want to print it out. So here I print it out, and here it is my value now enclosed in a sysout. So I run it, and obviously I expect a good result or a positive one. Let me see if, yeah. So if you look at here properly, it has written that, RC, Selenium ID, and WebDrive are the three values that we have got using the attribute one. So now maybe, you can apply a case where, you can pass that if the element is selected, then only the value should be printed. So, that can be easily done, by having a parameter which says above where it says if flavor dot get of index of I dot is selected, and come into here, and then if this is selected, then simply come in here and print it, otherwise don't. Now let me run this one. Not much of a difference, only I've added a command that is selected, and let me see the result it shows. So it is, instance is up and running. RC is not yet selected. Yes, RC is selected now, and the outcome should be there. So RC is printed onto the screen. So guys, that was all about the checkbox, a quick demo. You can practice this more, by exploring the other checkboxes, having multiple selects, selecting multiple values, deselecting one, and all of this can be done using the checkbox. So this was all in the checkbox. Thank you guys for tuning in.